Hello guys, and welcome back to SM's Gamer channel. So guys, in today's video we are going to continue our Scratch series. Okay, so you might remember I had installed the Scratch to offline editor in the previous video, but now we are going to start the coding. Okay, so you can see the stage and all this. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how we can use this. First very important block we have to drag is the events when flag clicked. This is very important. In the whole Scratch series I'm going to use this when flag clicked. Why it is important? When we click the flag, anything inside this is going to occur. So let's start by just adding a move 10 steps. When I run this, it moves 10 steps ahead. So that's easy. And this turn 15 degrees would turn it 15 degrees clockwise. That's good. It turns, but now I want to turn it again. So I'll just make it, let's say 45. Okay, so now it would be, yeah, I'll just remove it. Point and direction 90 would point the cat sprite into 90 degrees. So it's already 90 degrees, so let's make it 0 degrees. So it would point up. I want it to 90 degrees minus, it would be here, and 180 degree would point it down. Okay, so that's good. Okay, now we have learned how to use these three blocks. I'll just going to drag the glide 1 seconds. This would just move the sprite to whatever position is assigned here. Let's say I want to glide it here, so I'll just start. It will glide here all the way down. I will just make it here. Yeah, it will glide again here. So that was the use of glide block. Now the next we can see change x by 10. It is the same as that move 10 steps, but here move 10 steps is assigned for just moving 10 steps. We run this, it moves in the x direction. That's by default, but change x 10 block is the specific block for moving ahead by x. Let me just click it. It moves left. If I want to move it in the backward direction, I'll just make minus 10, or okay, 19 is fine. It will move back. So now if we have learned change x by 19, the next block is set x to dash 0, but fine. I want that this sprite should be here, so I'll just make it let's say here it would be x 156. So I'll just minus 20, let's say. It will go down because it changes the y by minus. Okay, so as you can see, if I drag, I'll just zoom it here. So if I drag it up, it changes the y by positive. If I drag it down, it changes the y by negative. Okay, so after the change y block comes if on edge bounce. So to explain this, I will just drag forever from the control. This is also an important block. I will teach this all in the coming videos, but for now we are learning motion tab. Okay, so I'll just make it move 10 steps forever, and if on edge, it should bounce. So what would it do? You just see it by yourself. Okay, so if it's on edge, it bounces. It bounces whenever it's on edge. So this continuously repeat these steps. So enough for now. I'll just remove this all. After this, you can see set rotation style. This may be useful for maybe rotating it in whatever direction you want. You can see the I button. So what is this I button? So when we click here, it shows us the details of the sprite. I'll just remove my cursor highlighter for a second. I can just rename my sprite. So let's say cat sprite. Oh, sprite. Okay, so cat sprite, and when I go back, its name is changed to cat sprite. Okay, so here you can see x minus 48, y 45. This is the current position of the sprite, and direction is 105. I can just change the direction. Okay, so that's a bit funny. And can drag and player, this is, we don't need to use this. We'll go back, and here in the new sprite option you can see there are many buttons. So one is choose sprite from library, one is paint new sprite, one is upload sprite, and one is new sprite from camera. I won't use this now. uploading sprite from file. When I click this, if I have any images saved, then I can upload it. I don't have now, but if you have, you can upload it. Painting a new sprite, I can paint any new sprite here. Let's say I want to make a triangle, so I'll just make a triangle here. I'll just zoom it. Okay, so I'll just reshape it. Yeah. Oh, say I want to draw a rectangle. I'll just draw a rectangle, and let me just zoom it out a bit. Okay, so I have to drag it here. So I'll just equals, and here you can see the sprite is created. I can also add new costume, so I'll just duplicate it, and this is my costume too. Let's suppose I want it to be red color, so I'll just not delete this, I'll just make it red, and by the paint brush I will make it red. Okay, so that's now two costumes. So let's say I want this to moving like a bullet, so I'll just drag when flat clicked, and it should first move 10 steps, and add for switch costume to 1, but when it is touching the edge, then it should switch to costume 2. So I will just drag a touching edge, then it should switch to costume 2. So now if I click enter, it goes here and it switches to red color. So let's suppose I want that the bullet touches the cat sprite, it turns red. So I'll just make this sprite here, and I'll just switch it touching edge rather than cat sprite. Okay, so if I start now, when it touches to the cat sprite, it turns red, and it should stop whenever it touches the cat sprite. So for that I will just if touching cat sprite, switch costume 2, and it should stop its position. So I will just stop, coming here, stop all. Okay, so now when we play it again, let me just go to x, let's suppose here, so that's to go to x minus 2 41 and y minus 2. So let's start it again. It touches the cat sprite and it stops all, and the bullets is now red. Okay guys, enough for this video. I hope you liked this video. In the coming videos I'm going to show you how we can use the Scratch 2 more in detail, but for now this was the introductory part of how to use Scratch 2. Like this video, I will feel very happy, and subscribe my channel in next video. Till then, bye bye.